All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we have this report coming out from LeVon Whittaker TV over on Twitter suggesting that Aaron Glenn is at the Texas Pro Day. Now, of course, it's common to see general managers, common to see coaches, positional coaches, head coaches at Pro Days. But whenever that move comes out, right, for example, if Darren Muji's at a future Pro Day, if Aaron Glenn attends a Pro Day, yeah, big news. There's heavy interest there. They're not just, casually taking a day to themselves to go, hang out. Like, there is a direct correlation between interest and a head coach and general manager attending a big time pro day. And of course, with Texas, it is a powerhouse program with numerous prospects that make sense for the New York Jets. Let me just read off a couple names here. Just on offense alone, Matt Golden, Gunnar Helm, Isiah Bond, Kelvin Banks, Jayden Blue, right running back. Who else? Jake Myers, the center. Cameron Williams, right, 6'5", 317 pounds. Just a humongous right tackle, only 21 years old. I think that could be some potential. I think that really, just honestly, I think there could be some interest maybe with that round 3 pick. If he lasts to pick number 72, we'll see how that plays out. I do feel like he's probably going to be one of those early picks in round 3, starting right tackle potential. And it'd be interesting to see him compete with the New York Jets, given that they have a bunch of younger players there already with, guys like Carter Warren and Max Mitchell. Of course, throw Okafor into the mix as well. But, he has the power. He has the size. He's dominant in the running game. I would not be surprised if the Jets are looking at him, especially if they're maybe looking at other prospects outside of, maybe an Armand Membu or O-line in round 1, right? Whether that be a Tyler Warren, a wide receiver, a trade back scenario, what have you. It's good to collect, this sort of information on the day 2, day 3 prospects. But again, that's just on offense. And of course, the big name that we left out here is Quinn Ewers. And it seems like there's a lot of interest with the Jets and Quinn Ewers. It's not the first time that these two parties have met. Going back to the Combine, they had that private meeting there. So, this whole Ewers thing is pretty interesting. I really don't think a pro day interview in and of itself is like that big of a deal with the developmental quarterback, but it just seems like there's a lot of different breadcrumbs around this whole Jets Quinn Ewers thing. And then, of course, on the defensive side, we have corner Jahdae Barron, who's probably going to be a first, I would say maybe a top 25 pick. And then safety Andrew Mukuba, who could maybe make some sense for the Jets again in maybe that day 2, early day 3 selection if he falls that far. But the bottom line is there's a ton of players that make sense for this Jets team at this Texas Pro Day. So I'm not super surprised that Aaron Glenn is there, but I do think it's, again, a direct indication, hey, there is some pretty big interest. There's a lot of prospects here that make sense for the Jets. Go get your head coach or GM out to these pro days, and that's exactly what the Jets are doing. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, right? Are there any players specifically from Texas that you think the Jets should maybe go after, certain guys that make sense? Kelvin Banks is an interest. Like, I feel like with Kelvin Banks, like the range with him is all over the place, right? I mean, some people have him going top 10. Some people have him going top 15. Some people have him going, who was it, Mel Kiper, that had him going 31 to the Kansas City Chiefs in his most recent mock. I mean, that would be a crazy fall given the how he was maybe viewed before the season started. I still really like Kelvin Banks as a prospect. Tackle, maybe he's, you can kick him inside a guard, but I still feel okay with him at left tackle. I mean, he has a lot of potential. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And as always, go Jets.